Hi Harley, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Nita Healing. So it's been a while. I actually took a break off of readings for a few months. I had a lot going on. I still kind of have a lot going on. But I do feel like it's time for me to get back into my readings again. And, you're the one that's going to help me get back into them. So thank you so much for reaching out and for feeling confident in me to give you readings again. Now, on with your reading. This is going to be for the month of May. I know we're a couple days in. It's May 7th today. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you. We're going to pull 3 cards out of my tea leaves. Oh, I like that first one. Oh, I like that second one. And the third one's a mystery. We'll leave that one face down. The first one you got here is called Beetle. So it looks like you've got some good fortune coming in. Beetles are lucky, right? There's something about like the, I don't know what color it is. I think it's like a shiny green emerald beetle that I saw when I lived on Mackinac Island. There was no bugs up there. Just these little shiny, beautiful emerald green beetles. And I swear I had a good luck day every time I'd run into one of those. So be on the lookout for some little beetles. I don't know. They could bring you some good luck. Then you got V, victory and some endeavor. Whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been trying to accomplish or do, you will see victory at the end of that. Don't stop, right? Keep going. Oh, wow. And you got throne. A big throne, like the Game of Thrones. It's beautiful. You position of authority. So you're going to be placed in some kind of position of authority, whether it's in your job or your family. You could take authority over, family dynamics, or, with your job, you could end up moving up and they could give you a authoritative position. You could become a boss or some sort of leader, right? And if you're self-employed, you could become, very popular. People could start to notice your work. You could become the queen of your own business. Wow, those are all really great cards here. Good fortune, victory in some endeavor, and position of authority. Wow. I love all that for you. Looks like it's going to be a good month. Now we're moving on to our very blunt cards. What's the tea? Looks like somebody is looking you up, doing some kind of research or study on you, trying to get some information out of you. They could be checking out your pages, your platforms, trying to figure out who you are. If you're applying for a job position, they're just trying to figure out who you are and get the most information, about you, so I could learn more about you. Then you got divination abuser. Somebody is misusing their powers, their abilities, their magic. And I feel like it could be this person that's hating on you, hating on your spirituality, hating on your light. Yeah, it hates on your spirituality, your light, magic, power. You hate on your magic and your power and how bright and amazing you are. You've got some haters, fans, right? You got some fans here. And this is probably the person that's trying to look you up, or they're trying to be like you or mimic you, or they're just misusing their abilities, with their hate and their jealousy. But whatever, just call them fans. That's what they are. They want to find out about us or know about us. Be us. Yeah, you want to be us because you can't be us, right? Moonlit. Embrace uncertainty. Moonlit. That's cool because it kind of looks like a full moon here, but then it's like there's a crescent moon here too on top of it, where it's the sun and the moon together. I think we just recently had that in the actual sky a couple weeks ago, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, where we could see like the sun and the moon very close together. But maybe there's just some things that spirit doesn't want you to know right now, right? Or things are kind of like up in the air. And spirit is just telling you to just breathe, relax, stay in the present moment, and embrace what's to come, right? Because it could be something really amazing, really magnificent, really extraordinary. But if you're constantly trying to get, or trying to find information about the future, you might not get it. You might always be reaching, but if you just let it go, because I find as soon as I let something go, that's when it happens. When I'm like, oh, forget it, just forget it. And I do. And then again, you got the moon again. And it happens. That's exactly when it happens. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Yes. Girl, believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe in everything that you can accomplish. Believe in your magic. Believe in your power. Believe in your light, right? Believe that you can manifest. Believe that you can bring things to you by thinking about it for a second and then letting it go. Giving it up to spirit, giving it to the gods, right? Letting them handle the work behind the scenes. You just have to be in the present moment. You just have to, take a little bit of action, have those thoughts, take a little bit of action, move towards it, and then let it go. Let spirit do the rest, right? And just have faith that everything is going to work out in your favor because you're loved, right? You're very loved. You're very looked after. Healing chaos. Wow. I actually like this card. There's a tornado with some butterflies around it. You're healing the chaos, or the chaos is that you've been going through, this roller coaster or this whirlwind of maybe emotions or things that have been happening to you. It's like you've gone through the threshold, right? You've passed the test. And now we've got these butterflies that are, flying around this tornado that are trying to heal the energy because it's transformative, right? That energy is transformative. Yeah, let me put this back here because I've got some other cards that I'm going to put here later. I'm just going to read the healing chaos one to you just so you can get a little bit more insight on it. All right. Energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish that swims through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun, which spirals around the galaxy. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is a healing principle of life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the caduceus. I don't know if I said it right. Caduceus? I don't know. I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's the two spiraling serpents, that go up that medical pole, right? And they're seen on those medical ones. Sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, whippoorwill, woodpecker, grouse, and woodcock, as well as forest salamanders, all benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. Tornadoes turn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound, I think it meant healing. It says heading. Let me reread that. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You're being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. Oh, so wow. So it's saying if you're going through something chaotic right now, it's almost like it's necessary in order for your healing to take place, right? Or for some healing to take place for you. If your life has been boring or stagnant, maybe it is time for you to do something different, right? To, kick the dirt up, and create a little bit of chaos in your life, so things can start moving again, right? Because we can't let things stay stagnant, right? Things always have to move. And I like that it says spiral instead of a circle, because when you're in a circle, you're just kind of stuck in a loop, right? But when you're in a spiral, spirals like go up, right? And it's like they level up, right? They're not stuck in a loop. So you're not stuck in any kind of loop. You're not stuck in a circle. You're going in a spiral. Means you're learning from, past things that have happened, right? Or past mistakes. Oh, I like that first card for you. We're gonna do the Celtic spread for you. Boop. Oh, yes. Oh, you got a Knight of Chalices here. Who would that be? All right. 4 of Chalices, 5 of Swords, and last but not least, Knave of Swords. Underlying energy, you've got the 6 of Cups here. I like the 6 of Cups because the 6 of Cups is about like a reunion, right? Or it could be about a reunion. It's very like nostalgic, or you feel very nostalgic when when this card pops up in your deck. Because in the normal tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, there's a little boy that's handing a little girl like a cup of flowers or something, but the cup is filled, right? And he's trying to give her some flowers. That to me just makes me feel like something karmic, because it could be like two people that have been traveling through lifetimes together, right? And you feel very comfortable with this person. Or this could just be about you maybe needing to spend some time around children, because the actual photo is, someone having a little tea party with little children. Now, I know you don't have little children, but I know you have a lot of nieces and nephews, so I don't know if maybe, being around them or spending time with them makes you feel nostalgic or, childlike, almost like maybe they even bring out that childlike heart that you had, when you were a child. Maybe they bring that out in you, and maybe, that is helpful being around them. It's almost like refreshing, right? Refreshing energy. Okay, so moving on. All right. I'm going to read these and then I'm going to pull out the clarifiers. So I'm going to read these as they are and we'll just go over these and then we'll pull the clarifiers out for them. But the first one that you got here is Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like success or rewards, right? Or living in luxury or wanting to have the finer things in life. But this card is also about wish fulfillment, right? Because it's in the original Rider-Waite Tarot. There's a man sitting and then there's like 9 cups above him and he looks so happy, like, oh my gosh, he's just basically getting everything that he ever wanted, everything he wished for, everything he hoped for. He's living the life, living the dream. Now in this image, it looks like she made a big meal, right? And maybe she invited some people over and, because you have an abundance of everything, or you're being, you got a bonus at work, or you did get that position of authority and now you're getting paid more money. So now you're able to, afford a big feast and invite people over if you want, like your friends and family, and now you're waiting for them to come over. So people could be coming over soon, to like a party or a get together, or, just to come and visit. This is a card that is crossing you. So this is your challenge. It's the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, this is some sort of breakthrough or a clarity or some sort of new idea, or you finally speaking your truth. But since it's in the challenge position, it's almost like it's reversed, right? So maybe you've been having a hard time speaking your truth, or maybe you've been having a hard time knowing who to cut out of your life because they're no longer serving your highest purpose, or they're becoming like energy vampires and they're just sucking all the energy life out of you. But you're just not sure how to tell them, like, okay, I don't think I want this in my life. I think I'm good without you. You're draining me. I don't need this, or I don't need you, or you know what I mean? And you may be having a hard time making those decisions, or maybe the truth hasn't been quite revealed to you about what they're doing or what they're saying just yet, right? Okay, moving on. In the root of the situation, you've got the Devil card here. With the Devil card, we already know what this card is. This card is about, temptations, right? Things kind of locking you into place, not allowing you to like move how you want to move or do the things that you want to do because you're like stuck, right? Either something or someone is keeping you stuck. And this is in the whole root of the reading. So maybe this is the thing or the person, and when I say thing, it can be like anything. It can be like your job or your, addictions like alcohol or, vaping even, or weed or whatever, anything that, like a bad habit that's like keeping you trapped and you want to stop, but it's like, it's very difficult to stop, right? Or somebody's trying to hold you down or keep you trapped or keep you tied down, and you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? How do I stop, right? How does this stop? How do I end this? You're doing a lot, or you've been doing a lot. You've been carrying a lot of weight, right? With the 10 of Wands here, this is carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, doing too much, trying to do it all, trying to be this like superhero, right? And I can do it all. I don't need your help. I got this, right? But it's getting to be too much, right? It's getting to be too heavy. Like she's got so much in her hands. Like she's got her phone, her purse, her bags, her, stuff that she bought, like, or work stuff. Like, oh my gosh. And, I don't know if you're anything like me, but when I have too much stuff in my hands or I'm trying to rush, I start dropping things. I start losing things because I'm doing too much. Or I trip and I fall because I'm trying to rush and I'm doing too much, right? Spirit is telling you that you need to slow down. Spirit is telling you that you need to set that stuff down. You don't have to carry it all. It is not all yours to carry, right? Dramas, burdens, anything that is too heavy on you, you need to set it down and keep going, right? Because, like, it's not all your responsibility. It's okay for you to give it to others, right? Too. You don't need to carry it all. You are extremely powerful. Now, this was in the recent past, the burden card, and this is in the present, right? This is the King of Wands, but I love that it's a female in this image. And she looks extremely powerful, right? This is you. This is who you are. You're a leader. You're confident. You take command. You're very independent and very determined to do what it is that you need to do, right? You're focused. You're a warrior. You've gone through so much, right? Be that queen. Be that person, right? You got a Knight of Chalices here in the near future. This is a Knight of Cups, so this is a water sign. What are my water signs? Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. This is in your near future, so you could be meeting this person if you don't know this person already. They could become a new love interest or just a new friendship. But this person looks like they are thinking about you a lot. They've got you on their mind all the time because they've got cards, or not cards, but your picture there on the bottom. And they just look like they're just deep in this fantasy dream, about you. So, I don't know, you could run into this person, like I said, if you don't know them already. They could be coming your way sometime soon, or you could meet them anywhere while you're out shopping, through a friend, through work. If you're going to school, at school, you could meet them. In the position of you, this is the Hanged Man. Spirit is definitely telling you that you need to take a break. You're doing a lot, right? You need to take a step back and you need to think about things in the direction that you want to go. If your question is about a new person, give it some time, right? Take your time to get to know this person. Energy around you, I do feel like this person has gone through some stuff, just like you. They've gone through past emotional trauma, because we've got 3 cups here. And this is really a card about, like, it is a card about, like, boredom and stuff. But every time I look at this card, the cups are about your emotions and your feelings, right? So I feel like this person is, like, either contemplating or they're reflecting. They're going inward, kind of like, the Hanged Man here. And, you're kind of, like, trying to figure out Do I really want to do this? You know, or this person could be trying to think about the same thing. Like, am I ready? I don't know. I'm a little scared because of what's happened in the past. Oh, but I really like her. You know, I mean, I just can't stop thinking about her, right? But hey, I don't know. Take what resonates. Leave the rest, you know, because I'm just reading the cards as they lay. Advice from Spirit here. We got the Five of Swords. There's a lot of competition here. Or maybe there's been a lot of competition for the affection of this person, or been a lot of competition, you know, for this new job. But you are at the top. You are this person here in the middle. You are the winner. You're the most qualified. You're the one that they're looking at. You're the one that they are thinking about. Outcome. You've got the Knave of Swords. Were you thinking about this? Were you wanting this? I feel like you probably sent these thoughts and feelings up into the ether with that picture on the kite, or they did. And now it's like what you were thinking, wanting, hoping, wishing, feeling. You sent it out and the ether got it, right? And they packaged it up and they're sending it back to you, right? All right. Let's do your clarifiers here really quick. All right, Spirit. What do you have for Harley for the month of May? Okay. Stop right there. We'll just pull them out real quick and then we'll try to read them together. Wow. Okay. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I like that. Endings. Okay. All right. Underline energy. You got the Star card. I love the Star card. Because this is all about like healing and hope. Transformation. Being completely balanced, right? Because she's got 1 foot in the water, or she's supposed to have 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. And she has so much in her jugs. In the original tarot, she's like pouring out a jug because she still has plenty, right? So it's like you've reached your goals, or you're reaching your goals. Your wishes are being fulfilled. This is like making a wish on a star, or you are the star, right? You are that star. You are that light. The Nine of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Yeah, looks like they're both like searching, right? He's looking at the globe, wondering, okay, where do I go next? What do I do next? And this is here where it's like things, wishes are fulfilled. This is almost like this is the beginning or the end. Well, not the end, but this could be the beginning, and that's, you know, where you're headed next. Like the sky's the limit, right? The world is your oyster. You can do whatever it is that you want. This is all about planning and decision making, right? Or personal goals. And your personal goal is to get here to the Nine of Cups, right? Or I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles. And I've been saying it wrong this whole time. I said the Nine of Cups. Maybe, you know, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles are very, very, very similar anyways, because Nine of Cups are like wish fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles is basically success and rewards and abundance and enjoyment, like enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying everything that you work so hard for, right? You will get there. So we've got the Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Now this Six of Pentacles makes me feel like, okay, because this Six of Pentacles is about like give and take energy. But since it's in like the challenge position, maybe the give and take hasn't been the same, right? Maybe you've been doing more of the giving and they've been doing more of the taking. You know, and now it's time for you to realize that truth and cut them out or speak up and tell them how you really feel. Yeah, because this is like an even exchange of energy, but it's in the challenge position. And this even exchange, I don't see it. It's almost like it's, yeah, it's only like a one-way street. Something happened very suddenly with this devil here, this devil card. Something ended or it happened abruptly or suddenly. There was a big crash, a big boom, a big aha moment, a big like, no, we're not doing this. I'm cutting the chains. I'm breaking the ties. It's over. It's ended. It can no longer work. It can no longer work because everything is in pieces, right? It can no longer work. Done. Transformation. Something happened, right? Something big must have happened. And it was like a big boom, a big change, a big transformation, a big ending, a big like, not just cutting the chains, like I'm chopping the fucking chain. Oh shit, sorry. I just knocked a card down. Sorry about my swearing. I'm chopping the chains off, right? Then we got the Hierophant with the 10 of Wands. Here we are, girlfriend. Look at, I've been telling you for a long time that I feel like you need to start teaching. You are very, very, very wise. You have a lot of information, especially about astrology. You know a lot about astrology. And I feel like you need to start teaching that because you're doing other things that are not lined up with your path or what you're supposed to be doing. Because the Hierophant, right, is about learning, taking some classes, sure, and you can do that too, maybe to learn a little bit more. But this card always makes me feel like you are the teacher here, and those are your students. I don't know. Maybe start, on YouTube and start teaching astrology on YouTube or, other platforms or whatever you're comfortable with. But I do really feel like you need to start doing something with your talent. You're very talented. And you've got the King and Queen of the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is money, girlfriend. Like, you could make it big here, right? Because the King of Pentacles is also all about prosperity. He's all about his money and making lots of it. A leadership position, right? Prosperity. This is stability. This is you coming into your full power or meeting a soulmate or a person that matches your energy. Remember when I said that there was some competitions around this person? There's definitely competition around this person. I mean, you can see here that there was like 3 people that were arguing, fighting, or they were just trying to come at you or trying to cause arguments or fights with you. And it could have been over this person. Take what resonates. I'm just reading the cards. But I do feel like you stood up to them, or you were more powerful, or you said some things to them that they didn't like, but they were the truth, right? Because you only speak the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. And it could have been about this person. You could have been completely honest about how you feel about this person or what this person did or whatever, you know. In the position of you, you got the Hanged Man and the High Priestess, yes. While you're taking some time off, get into the arts, right? Start learning more about the arts. And it doesn't have to be tarot or fortune telling or runes or anything like that. It can be what you're good at or what you're drawn to, you know. Maybe herbology, you know, that's something new and different. You're already an astrologer. So maybe expand your awareness a little bit. Maybe look into certain healing practices like yoga or, you know, tap therapy, because they have like tap therapy also, or sound healing, right? Spirit is saying that you need to start looking into those things. Here in the energy around you, like I said, we've got the Four of Cups with the Empress. So I do feel like, okay, so the Empress here is pregnant, right? She's fully pregnant. Takes 9 months for, you know, you to have a baby. So I do feel like even if this person has gone through a lot or they've dealt with a lot of emotional, you know, pain from the past, I do feel like eventually they are going to start coming around. They need to do some more self-love, self-care. They need to take care of themselves. And it is going to take a little bit of time. It could take a couple months, but I do feel and I do see them coming back around again. You know, even if they're a little bit hesitant, you know, or worried or scared. Maybe you could be the one that could come in and give them some of that nurturing, you know, some of that love, emotions that they're lacking. I don't know. Advice from Spirit, we got the Five of Swords, and then we've got the the Wheel of Fortune, number 10. So the wheel is turning, and it is turning in your favor. So whatever it is that you've been trying to accomplish or been trying to reach, or any kind of goals that you're trying to, you know, go for, you are going to reach them, because the wheel is going to be turning. So if it is, you know, a house that you're after, a new house or a new job or better health or love, romance, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking that you're wanting or needing at this time, I do feel like you are going to reach those goals. And the wheel is going to start turning in your favor, and you're going to start seeing the results of those things. Okay. So we've got the Death card with the Knave of Swords. So you know the Death card doesn't actually mean death, right? It just means that there has to be some kind of clearing or ending, or sometimes you need to let go. There's something that you need to let go of, and I have a feeling that it could be something this here that's like holding you back or holding you down, or this person that is not, you know, this on this like one-way street. It's time to cut them off and let them go, or speak your truth and, you know, cut that final string on that rope and let it end, so the ether can bring back to you what it is that you're asking for. I feel like right now it could be like hovering, because you may be unsure of letting this person or this thing go, because it's scary, right? Sometimes it could be scary, but I do feel like it's necessary. You got investments. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. So whatever you're investing in, it's going to bring in great rewards. Okay? Great rewards. Let me do my moon card, or my dream cards, my moon cards. I keep saying moon. Moon is on my mind. And you got it twice, so. Chasing symbolizes anxiety and unfulfilled desires. Dreaming of being chased suggests unresolved desires or fears are disrupting your peace. The chase reflects inner restlessness and avoidance of issues. This dream urges you to confront your fears or desires directly, as running away will only prolong the struggle. Do not chase. Let everything come to you, right? Remember what we said in the beginning. What was in the beginning? Embrace uncertainty, right? And pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently, right? Do not chase. It will only go further and further away from you the more you chase it, right? All right. Now, numerology, you got 2 of them. And we'll close after this. You've got 0303, taking chances, success, knowledge, friendship, and patience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Wow. That's amazing. I love that. Take chances. That's right. Have no fear and take chances. 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. I love that for you. Trust the process, trust your intuition, and know that everything is going to work out in your favor. Okay? All right, my dear, that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit that like button. And if you want to leave a comment, I'd like to respond. And I will see you next time. All right? Love and light.